Greetings, social media. This is Tiffany Martinez. As always, I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are in the world. I am going to post this on YouTube so I can upload it faster versus Facebook. The reason why I'm making this video is because, most people know on Facebook that my husband Henry, that he passed away on November 30th, 2021, and that I am still struggling emotionally, in every aspect of the word. I'm still struggling. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, like, other than struggling, because we actually loved each other. We didn't like fight or, call each other out of each other's names. I'm not saying that our marriage was perfect or anything crazy like that, but we didn't do those type things. We actually look forward to seeing each other. His days off were everything to us. His time off in general was everything to us. And I was just talking to one of my favorite cousins on my, I guess, my dad's side. And I was just talking to her, and I decided to make this video. And while I'm talking to her, I'm looking up, like, why is this stuff still sitting on my table? It's kind of like my brain reverts back to before my husband passed away, before he transitioned. Because normally all this stuff wouldn't be sitting on the table. Maybe some pieces of mail, but not stuff that came in from a store, like, from wherever you went shopping, like Walmart or whatever. Granted, I don't go into stores anymore, but it's not because of the pandemic. It's mostly because of me physically not being able to do what I used to do, being disabled and stuff. So, and I'm just sitting here looking like, I mean, I don't walk up the hall as many times as I used to, but I hadn't been up the hall today, going back and forth, because I put Groot, and the two aloes. Maybe I'm gonna have to give them names. I only named the money tree so far. I haven't named the other two. I'm thinking, why didn't I take the air fresheners and the cleaning products, and why didn't I put the kids' treats in the cupboard? Like, why didn't I do that? And why didn't I put the Cheetos inside the cupboard? Like, why did I do that? Why didn't I do any of this except the RC cola that stays on the table? That is it's a tribute to it's for my great grandmother. But it's like, why haven't I done those things yet? Why is it still sitting here? You know? And I guess that's just a part of the grieving process, I guess. But it's like, no, I'm not asking you for prayers, because don't pray for me, because that's not going to help. It's only going to make things worse, right? So I was just sitting here thinking about that. Why haven't I done at least that much? And I've had that stuff for at least, well, today is Thursday, and I actually thought today was Wednesday. So I'm just sitting here thinking, why haven't I at least put that stuff away? Because about 45 minutes or an hour ago, I put my dinner in the air fryer, because I made some chicken tenders, the vegan kind, and I haven't even taken those out. Like I said, I was just sitting here, talking to my cousin, and next thing you know, it happens more often than not. It doesn't matter if I was talking to her or doing nothing. I would just sit here, put my food in, or not put my food in, and I'll just zone out. And next thing you know, the the light on the outside, will turn on. You know, it'll just turn on. It's like that's how long I'll be sitting here. And so, for those who are wondering, how am I doing? Like, this is how I'm doing. This is how I'm doing. For those who are wondering, I wonder how Tiff's doing. The ones that don't have the courage to actually ask me how I'm doing. You just either whisper among yourselves or you don't ask verbally. You just keep it to yourself because you figure if you ask, this is the response that you're going to get, the truth. And then you're going to think, well, whew, this feels like church. So now I'm going to feel kind of obligated, to donate to her GoFundMe, or I'm going to feel obligated to, you know, ask her what her Cash App is. Things like that. Like, no, you don't feel obligated to do shit for Tiffany, okay? Just for the fact that you asked me how I was doing means everything to me. It means everything to me. And what also means everything to me is that you waited and you listened to what I had to say. You didn't say, well, I'm going to pray for you. Don't do that. And stop doing that to other people too. Because they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. They just want to know that you are there for them. And to be there for them for real. Don't just say the words. Don't just say the words. Don't just say, I'm there for you, girl. Don't you worry about it. And then when the person call upon that person for their, just to listen, you don't answer the phone. You don't return the text. And if they, which I don't think they would, actually show up at your house, you don't do that. Just be a decent human being and just listen. And then say, well, what can I do to help? What can I do to help? And if they say something about money, just be honest. Just say, I don't have it, but I can share your link. Like just ask, do you have a GoFundMe? And then if they say no, then you be a friend and you say, would you like me to help you set it up? Just don't say, I'm going to pray for you. Don't say that. Take the time. And if you're that friend that before all this happened, if you were that friend and say, hey girl, let's go to the movies. Let's go to the club. Let's do ABC. No, you know what? Let's do the whole alphabet. Let's do the whole alphabet tonight. I don't care if the sun come out tomorrow. We're going to do it all. You know what? I got these sick days coming up. We can call in. You can do the same thing. Don't worry about it. We doing it all. If you were that type of friend before, be the friend that says, I'm going to come over tomorrow and I'm going to put away this stuff. I'm going to use my sick day or days to help you. Don't say you're going to pray for that person when you can do that for yourself. You can do it yourself and you can do it for them. Don't be that person. Be a better person. Be a better person than you were. Be that person that you claim you were when everything was all good. anyways, I'm going to try to get my dinner out of the oven, and I'm going to end this video. And when I do end the video, I'm going to grab the stuff that do go in the kitchen, and I'm going to put it in the kitchen. And I'm going to try my best to keep chipping away at what I need to chip away. And for those who are interested in helping out financially, I'm going to leave the GoFundMe in the description box, and you can help make a donation, because I am currently trying to raise money to make sure that my car registration is taken care of, because even though I don't drive that many places anymore, I do at least go out to get cold stuff for my fridge, and there are some mandatory appointments that I have to keep. So I have to drive my car, like when I go out for my labs and stuff. So I have to take care of that. But nobody's forcing you to do nothing. But you must be a better human. You must remove "I will pray for you" out of your you must remove that from your primary vocabulary, or whatever list that you have that on, or your response, your automated response like they have on text messaging. You must remove that from your automated response and put "how can I help?" Because if someone came to you, and doesn't matter what they came to you with, if they came to you and said, "I have cancer," you can't cure the cancer, but you could say, "How can I help?" You could say that. You could say, "Well, I don't really need anything at this time, but they say that it's inoperable, but when it gets really bad, I may need some help bringing in my groceries, or I may need some help doing A, B, and C." Just stop saying "I'll pray for you," because it's not helping. Ashe.